What's up, guys? Kyle here with No Tie Required. All right, we're back with more crypto talk. Today, we are talking about the granddaddy of them all, Bitcoin. Let's get it. All right, guys, so before we jump into this, couple of quick things. If you like cryptocurrency, if you like Bitcoin, smash that like button. If you like what we're doing in general on this channel, you're going to love where we're going with it. So be sure to smash that like button so you get more video content like this all the time from us. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're putting out content almost daily at this point. So if you enjoy what you're seeing and you want to continue to get notified and see what we're doing, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell for it. One other quick thing, and then we're going to jump right into it. If you are a big movie fan like I am, this is totally unrelated to crypto, but shameless plug, right? My younger brother Dan and I are starting another YouTube channel called Movie Buffs, where we will be doing movie reviews. I know, totally unrelated to this, right? Like two totally different types of channels, but we're really excited about it. We're going to have a great time. We're going to be bringing a ton of fun content on there for you and everything. So if you like movies and you like what we do on here, it's going to be very, very similar in structure, and we're going to have a lot of fun over there. So link in the description down below. With that being said, let's jump into it. We're going to share the screen and we're going to talk Bitcoin. Let's do it. All right, guys, so we're on CoinMarketCap as always, and again, we want to talk about Bitcoin in this video right here because it kind of dawned on me the other day that we've been talking about all sorts of different crypto, but we haven't really discussed Bitcoin that much. And when we haven't really given like a full price prediction and kind of a catch up as far as where we're at and where we think that we're going with it. So I want to talk about it. Plus, the other thing is too, we've been getting a lot of questions from people wanting to know, hey, what's going on with Bitcoin this last little bit? Well, guys, rest assured, look, it was a pullback. Okay, there was definitely a correction, which is very, very typical with just about any market. This isn't professional financial advice, so don't take it that way. However, it's very normal, healthy market correction to see that. And we did talk about it there a couple weeks ago when Bitcoin did hit that 58,000-ish mark, and we just said, we're in price discovery, but we're also in that area where it gets really dangerous from an investment standpoint, where we're in that euphoric state, and you want to be fearful when others are greedy. And we were definitely in that greedy phase where everybody thought it was just going to keep going up. That's when you want to be fearful and maybe cool off on it a little bit and then wait till it dips down. So where do I see Bitcoin at right now? Well, I think it's primed. I think it's in a great position. I just bought more of it the other day. These top three right here, I've been loading up as much as I can right now because we're going to erupt, guys. I mean, this market is going to absolutely erupt and just run like crazy. I really do believe that. Again, not professional advice, but I do believe that it's coming, okay? The herd is coming, and when it does, oh man, it's gonna be something special. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's just see where we're at compared to where we were just a couple short months ago, and where ultimately I think that we're going to be going. All right, so Bitcoin right now at the time of this filming, we're filming it probably a day, maybe a day and a half before we actually release this video. Got some stuff going on this weekend, so I want to try to get this pre-filmed for you and everything. Market cap has dipped below that 1 trillion mark down to only 900 billion. No, seriously, guys, this is incredible compared to where it's at. For anybody that's been in as long as I have or longer, I've been in since 2017, when it was unfathomable to think about the fact that Bitcoin had reached 20,000, let alone, I mean, it touched almost 60,000 here at one point. I mean, absolutely insane. Now, the thing that people forget about too, and hey, I wish I could have been in the very, very early stages. You hear people, and we got some people we're going to be bringing on this channel that we're friends with, that actually were the ones that got us into the whole crypto, game, I guess I would say. This guy's made millions of dollars in crypto. We're going to definitely be bringing him on the channel so that we can have him talk about it, because he was an early adopter of Bitcoin. I mean, he was in it early stages of it, and has made a lot of money in it. And the crazy thing to think though is, like, there's a lot of stuff in the market right now. People talking about, like, oh, what's going on with Bitcoin? Why is it going? What's taking so long? I mean, guys, literally just look where we were. Oh, let's see. I mean, this is September when it was 10 grand. Okay. Prior to all that, I mean, it had dipped down as low as 35 500-ish, right around in there. I mean, imagine, if a lot of you guys, had been in it at that price point. But even still, I mean, look how far just since September, basically. I mean, it's almost 5 times its value, okay, in a span of, just a few short months. If we go back to right here, January 22nd, okay, we talked about this in the Ethereum video that went out yesterday. January 22nd, we were at 32,000, okay? We made it all the way up to 58, and now we're settled at 48 right now. But, I mean, if you look at that, it's like, I mean, that's a huge jump. It might not seem like a lot, but, I mean, that's a big jump. Now, let's take a look at the last month. Because what do you start to kind of see? You saw that big run up right there. There's that, all your Tesla news that came out and everything started that huge ascent. When that Tesla news came out about Tesla buying into Bitcoin, I mean, you start that massive ascent over the 50K mark, and it just blew right through 50K and never looked back. It has pulled back as was expected. We knew that it was gonna, and when it blew through 50,000, that was really the first part of it where people were like, okay, how far can this thing really run? And then actually the Tesla news may have even, I'd have to go back and check the exact date of when that happened, but it may have even been somewhere back in here. It's early in February, basically. And then it just kept on going. It kept on running and blew right through the 45,000, 50,000. I mean, really just crushing it. And even blew through 55,000. But then we had the big, pretty steep correction and everything, went back down all the way down to 43. But really bounced right back up from there. But it does seem to kind of have, found some support in between that 45 and 50,000 range right in there. I mean, you can see it's got some, some pretty solid support right through there. A little bit of a dip there. It did make it back above it at one point and everything the other day, and then kind of came back down. But, realistically, it's finding some pretty good support levels right there, which is a very good sign. I think that it's priming itself up for another big run. As we said, the further along we get into this, the further along we get into this year, the more money is going to continue to keep pouring into it. There's rumors every day of these new companies that are going to be starting to unveil that they are going to start carrying Bitcoin. As the stimulus money continues to flow in, which, another stimulus bill was passed the other night, it sounds like, or it's very, very close to happening. That's more money that's being put into the economy. It's printed money that, people are going to spend it on something. A lot of people may invest that, but either way, it continues to devalue the dollar. And I don't want to get into the political aspects of it or anything like that, but you can't argue the fact that more money going into the economy is only going to debase the value of the US dollar, okay, which is going to create people wanting something that they view as being kind of an alternative. They view as being something that can be a store of value. Enter Bitcoin, okay? So where do I ultimately see Bitcoin going based on where it's at right now? So first off, everything with Bitcoin is fine. Everything's great with Bitcoin. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is great. If you're brand new to crypto, guys, this is completely normal. This right here, I mean, get used to the roller coaster ride that is crypto. It's one hell of a ride. It'll make you sick to your stomach every once in a while when you get a big volatile spike like that where it just shoots right down. But it'll also make you feel like $1 million when it does something like this right here. And it literally, in the span of just a couple weeks, has a big run up like that. Or, I mean, if you look at just over the last year, I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, way, way below 10 grand. I mean, literally in the last year, it went from a low of 5 grand up to, a high of 58 if you were to have sold it at the peak of it. So, like I said, it'll make you sick sometimes with the pullbacks and everything, but if you just stay the course and you can't worry about it, don't FOMO into anything, don't feel like you need to sell something if it starts going down, and you're going to be just fine for it. So where do I ultimately see Bitcoin going? I think it's a safe assumption. It's a safe prediction. This is just my thoughts on it. Again, this is not professional financial advice. I ultimately do see Bitcoin reaching 200,000. I think that that's a safe estimate. I think 200,000 is absolutely within reach. Especially, I think Bitcoin has outperformed where anybody thought it would at this stage of the game. Early in the year. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be the second half of the year, not during the first quarter. I think everybody was thinking like end of second quarter, early third quarter was really when it was going to start running. as we got into the summertime and everything. I think it's outperforming where a lot of analysts and everybody thought it was going to be, and I think it'll continue to do that. So I think I can confidently say I believe that Bitcoin will sit somewhere around 200,000 at its peak during this bull run. There will be a pullback from that, so be very careful. You have to time it as well as you possibly can. But during this bull run, I don't see any reason why I don't think that it can't hit 200,000, especially, again, as that money continues to flow in and people are looking for a separate store of value. Bitcoin could be the answer, and it has been for a lot of people, and I think it'll continue to be. So, guys, that's all I've got. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Let us know what you think. Do you hold Bitcoin? Are you continuing to buy it? I know I am. Anything below 50,000 right now, absolutely. I'm going to keep on dollar cost averaging that thing, baby. Same thing with Ethereum and Cardano. Those are my 3 big purchases right now. And Litecoin. Actually, I've been getting some more Litecoin. I've gotten some positions in some other small cap altcoins, which we're gonna be talking about some of those on the channel. But for the big ones, for the big name ones, those are kind of the 4 in Chainlink. I mean, you guys know me, I love Chainlink, so I guess those 5. But Litecoin, it's so undervalued right now. I really think it is. Pretty much any one of those, though. In my opinion, you can't go wrong with them. I've been loading up on them while I can, because when this thing pops, guys, I think it's going to pop hard, and it's really going to run. So with that being said, guys, that's all I got. Have a great rest of your day. This should go up on Sunday, so have a great rest of your Sunday. We'll see you Monday.